So I'm down in Rivers in dorm 2. At this point, we've been getting pretty good weed in. Unc was selling weed and he showed me the ropes on that. So we were getting no less than a quarter pound in like every other week or so. Now, I'm gonna explain this. An ounce of weed could easily go like by itself, like 28 grams could easily go for $500 in prison. This is when I was in prison way back, 20 years ago. So an ounce could easily get you $500. You could buy an ounce of weed and easily make $1,500, $2,000, even and still smoke out of it. So it was always worth it. And I'm talking about just an ounce. If you just broke it down and sold to people like that, then sell big chunks, because people were gonna buy the sticks. $3, $5, $10. They were gonna come and buy it. You could easily make that kind of money. So when those quantities of weed were coming in, quarter pound, half a pound, pounds of weed, it was actually a lot of money. It was a lot of money. So on this particular day, we had got some in, probably quarter pound. I remember that for whatever reason, like the day before, we didn't break anything out because maybe whoever was on shift was like an asshole or something. We were waiting till the next day until the shift was a little bit more relaxed. And we decided we gon', like I said, I'm following Big Homie. Big Homie decided we gonna smoke before inspection. Inspection is when the warden and the administration come through and they want to make sure everybody is clean and in order. The dorms are clean, and they address any problems that people have. So, and you're going to have the warden, deputy warden of security, deputy warden of care and treatment. You might have the actual warden. You might just have the captains, lieutenants, or whatever, but that's going to be the inspection team. So today we decided we going to smoke before the inspection team come, just for fun. Because Dorm 2 was pretty live. The sergeant that was on was this black lady. She was light skinned, real short. She was like real cute in the face, but she was like abnormally wide. She was like, her face was normal, but then when she, like, soon as you hit her shoulder, she just like sprouted out. Like, she had to be either 300 pounds or better. And like she had like a funny little walk. I can't even remember her name, but she was mean, man. She was mean. She didn't play with no inmates, period. No inmates could get over on her. There's never been a word about her cooperating. If she caught you wrong, she was locking you up. She was straight 100% police. I never even seen her smile. So that morning, like I said, we get ready, we going to smoke. And this morning, he didn't break anything down. He got everything on him. So because like I said, we gonna smoke before we do anything. Probably been dry in the dorm maybe a day or two, and we just ready to smoke. So we go back to the small TV room, cut on the exhaust fan. The small TV room had an exhaust fan in it, and it was to help keep the dorm clean. It pulled the air straight out the dorm, straight into the yard, right? So whenever it's time to smoke, we go sit right in front of the exhaust fan because it would take all the smoke, whether weed or cigarettes, right out of the dorm into the open air. We go back into the TV room, fired up. We smoking, passing. Me, probably one more person. Probably had Hot Boy in there with us, right? Next thing you know, every dorm has a back door on it. And most of the time, the back door is connected to some kind of stairwell or some kind of connection to another part of the building. Sarge come through the back door, and she can't move fast, but the back door is like directly adjacent to the TV room that we in. Sarge come through the back door, and we smoking. And even though the exhaust fan is on, you can smell it because it's active. We hear the door slam, boom. Everybody jump, move, trying to dust off and sit down. She walk in she wobble over to the room, and she like, oh, what y'all doing there? And she smell it. So instantly, like she jump on the radio. Oh, I need help and send everybody to dorm two. Send everybody to dorm two. So what she do is she like put her back against like the back part of the door, like it would be like right here, and put the other part against and put a leg across the door, right? So like she put her back against the door, put her leg across it, so kind of to block us in. So I'm watching her, but I don't care because we done already smoked. By the time whoever come run across the yard, get there, you know, ain't no evidence, it's gone. So I'm geek. All I'm worried about is I gotta go drink a bunch of water because that's how we used to beat the drug test. You drink a whole bunch of water, pee one good time, and when you go to pee with them, it's just water that come out for the most part, and you would pass like that. So that's all I'm thinking about is like, man, let them come. I could pass the drug test. Done did it up so many times before. So I ain't tripping, but I'm high, and I look at Unc. You know what I mean? Unc pacing back and forth. He looked worried. I look at Unc. I'm like, you good? He like, man. He like, I got weed on me. I'm like, what? He like, man, I got weed on me. I'm like, no. What you? Because I didn't know he had brought it back there. He like, damn, man, I got it on me. So I'm like, dang, man, I know. And me knowing that, you know, see, Unc is the playmaker. He the one getting it in. I'm just benefiting from it. So I'm like, dang. So I'm just thinking quick. I know they on their way. I'm like, give it to me. He gave it to me. He let me back up, hand it to me. It's like 2 ounces. I put them in my pocket, in my hand. I'm watching her. She done put her leg down, but she still got her arm across the door because I told you she real heavy, so it probably was, you know, a ordeal keeping that leg up like that. So she put her, she still got her arm across, one arm up. She looking for the people out there. She looking for them to run in the dorm. While she doing that, I done eased up on her and slipped up on her arm real quick. So now when I eased up on her, I go to running to the front. I'm hauling ass to the front of the dorm because in the front of the dorm is where the main bathroom is. It just got toilets lined up it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It got 5 toilets lined up, got sinks in the middle, but it got 5 toilets right there. So I'm running up to the toilets. When she see me come from up under her, she said, hey, come here right now. But she can't leave because she got all them still blocked in there. So I know she can't chase me. Man, I'm running up to the front of the dorm. I cut in the dorm, cut in the bathroom. Now, I don't see him at the time, but Cubby is standing right there. I run in the bathroom, I pull him out, boom. I put him in 2 different toilets, I'm flushing them. I see both ounces go down, boom. You know what I mean? When they go down, I flush them again. I'm talking about they both of them gone. You know, the toilets in prison, for some reason, man, they are, the water pressure is like really high. You could put a basketball on there, it's gonna suck it down. So once I know everything gone, I come out the bathroom with my hands in my pocket. I'm just walking now. She see me from the end of the dorm. She like, come here right now. So I go to walking down now, like casually, like I ain't done nothing. I just had to use the bathroom. Cubby standing there. Now I can hear him, and he's standing there like this. Man, why you? But I'm thinking like, and he's saying, bro, why you ain't just give it to me? I wasn't even in there. I could have dished it off or passed it off, but he thinking he probably could have kept it, and he right. But the way she done called this code and everybody coming, I'm thinking they might search the whole dorm. Man, I'm walking back down there real slow. Once I get close, she like, get back in here. Get in here and don't nobody move. I'm like, Sarge, I had to use the bathroom. She's like, get in here. So I go in, sitting at the like, it gone? I'm like, yeah, it gone. He like, I bet. So now everybody, it's like 10 officers come in. They really came in really weak, right? 3 cert officers, about 5 or 6 regular officers. They come in, they like, what's going on? She's like, When I came in, they were smoking all under here. How they were smoking. That one ran off. Search him. And he ran off up that way. I don't know what had happened this morning, but for some reason, boy, the officers weren't studying that shit. I don't know if it was a situation like maybe she had like called too many times, or where anytime she go somewhere is, you know, they gotta run to do. But for whatever reason, they came in like, what going on? So one of the 13 officers like, man, where you run to? I'm like, sorry, I ran up there to use the bathroom. She came in holding us. I had to use the bathroom. That's all. I just went to use the bathroom. He like, all right, cool. They don't even search the dorm. They don't search the dorm. They patted all us down. I think they did a basic search where they take our clothes, but they don't make you take off your underwear. They take us all the way down to our underwear, take our socks. You know, they make us pat the pocket like that, pat everything. We ain't have nothing. They let us out the TV room. Nobody went to the hole. It was all good. So this was the first incident I had, which made me equate, when any trouble come, run. Just get the hell on. You know what I mean? That's the best option. About a month later, you know, they got the young boys in the dorm. I'm still in the dorm. Unc in the dorm. Everything going pretty smooth, but we still been under. They know like we almost got caught with the weed, so I guess they've been kind of watching us, right? Not really watching us, but just been on point. We had a sergeant there named Sergeant Johnson, old white man. Hair was snow white. He used to walk with like a limp because whenever they would do the 10-10, he would be come running and he already old. So one day they called it. They act like some inmates act like they were fighting, and they put baby oil on the floor. And he was the sergeant over the building. They act like they were fighting, and when the officer called for Sarge, he came in running through the back door, hit the baby oil, slipped, fell, slid, and injured his leg. And so now he walked with like a permanent limp, right? So Sergeant come in. So nobody likes Sergeant Johnson because he's straight police too. You know, you can't bribe him, can't get away with nothing. He ain't let you get away with nothing. And the bad part about it is he wasn't really even hard. It was really easy to stay out of his way. He was gonna do normal rounds, but he was gonna try to pop up and surprise you. But for the most part, it's like if you knew Sergeant Johnson was on shift, you didn't want to do too much. You just kind of want to wait until he went home. So the situation is almost the same. Now, I had bought a tracfone. A tracfone was one of the phones that you could get from Walmart for like, it had to be no more than about 20, 30 bucks. At the most 40, maybe. But it was like real basic. You could call and you could send text messages, but it didn't have no screen. They were like Nokias. So they were like some of the first track phones, but this was, again, 20 years ago in prison. One of the dudes that I deal with named Face come and tell me, hey, bro, I got a track phone. I got a cell phone. When I left the streets, it was beepers on the phone. I mean, it was beepers that was real popular. I'm like, you got a cell phone? He like, yeah. How much you want for it? Bro told me I can give him $200. I think he said something like $250. I end up getting him some food and some food and some cash, and end up buying the track phone. I'm amazed at this track phone, not knowing, like, I'm behind time eons, but I'm just amazed at the fact that it's, because all I know is the blue phones on the wall. So now I can use this little thing in my hand. I can call, but it's set up to like, you got to add minutes. I got to call you for like $20. You get maybe like 25 minutes. And every text message, like if I send a text message, it'll be like, say like I put 25 minutes on there. Once I send a text message, it's going to be like 24.5 minutes. If I call, them minutes just going to be rolling. So for the most part, to be smart, you get a lot more communication with the text messages. But it's still really expensive because as soon as you run out, you got to tell somebody, hey, man, you'll spend me another 20 bucks. In the chain gang, you don't see how this is adding up. But on the street, people like, man, I can't keep on running and buying no. No, that's not realistic. So I got the track phone, and I'm amazed by it just because of the fact that we can talk whenever we want to. So what I do is I let people use it. Hey, if you got, you can get your folk to put some money on it, you can use it. You can get your folk to put some money on it, you can use it. Man, we going crazy about the track phone. The track phone it's so small that I done ripped a spot in my mattress, and that's where we used to keep it at night. Hey, same situation happened. We are we in the back burning. Somebody's supposed to be watching the back door, or we just weren't watching the back door, and Sergeant Johnson was on shift. So my homeboy Hot Boy wasn't even back there with us, right? We back there burning, and when Sergeant Johnson come through the back door, I automatically do the same thing. Like from the episode that I had before, now we back here, my mind just tell me off the rip to just go on and book it. In actuality, right? If I'd have played cool, he'd have just went on about his business. Man, I book it. I run to the back bathroom, throw a small bag of weed in the toilet, and I flushed it. When I flush it, I kind of like stand back against the wall because I know that once he saw me run, he gonna come down there my way. So I stand back against the wall. I never even look in the toilet again because I'm feeling like I beat him. I completely forgot that I got the track phone in my pocket. He come in the bathroom. This is a one-man bathroom. He come in the bathroom. He looking me up and down. He walked past me. He looking. He like, what you? Oh, I got him. And he reached in the toilet. I see him reach in the toilet, and he coming up like this. And it's the bag that I just threw in there, and it's dripping. So I'm like, man, he doing like this. I'm like, no. For some, that same strong water pressure I just told y'all about, took it down, the bag done floated right back up. He like, yeah, I got you. I'm like, dang. He like, go on, turn around, put your hand behind your back. He take this and put it like on a seal somewhere. Go on, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Bam. I turn around, I put my hands behind my back. He put the handcuffs on me. As I'm walking from the back, I'm thinking, because when you getting arrested, it's like you get to thinking about the future. Like, man, I was about to do this, I was about to do that. I wonder where I'm gonna go, what this gonna affect, what dorm I'm going to, all that. Because I had been in my dorm about 1.5 years. I liked it for the most part. Then if I get moved away from you know what I mean? I don't know how it's gonna go. Man, I'm walking up there. As I'm walking up, I see Hot Boy and, some more folks standing to the side. They just standing watching Sergeant Johnson march me up to the front. And like I said, I realized that I got the track phone in my pocket. Now, Hot Boy, my partner. So I'm like, damn, I'm thinking, man, I gotta shake a move, right? I gotta get it to him because I don't want to lose the phone. So as we walking up, I'm thinking I'm gonna try something, right? So as we walking up, I can slide my hands to the side. I done went in my pocket, got the track phone, got it in my hand. They don't see me. Cause I guess he just like holding my arm like somewhere around here. They don't see me. And once I get to where Hot Boy at, once I get to him, as I'm walking past him, I try to slide and put the phone in his hand without anybody notice him. But Hot Boy don't know it's coming. So the phone hit him. It hit him and then just kind of fell down onto the locker box. Boom, boom. So as Johnson looked down on the locker box, see it, he looked at Hot Boy. He like, oh, get him too. So Hot Boy back up. He like, oh, wait, I ain't do nothing. He like, no, lock him up. They turn around, put your hand behind your back. They turn around, lock Hot Boy up, put the handcuffs on him. They march him out there with me right then. Man, now I'm walking up to the front. So I'm locked up, Hot Boy locked up. They got the phone, they got the weed. Man, I'm the biggest fuck up ever. Walking up to the front of the dorm. They take us to the hole. Man, when they take us to the hole, they put us in cell right next to each other. If you ain't never got nobody in this kind of trouble, no serious trouble, then you don't know how this feel. And if you ain't got no conscience anyway, you probably won't know how I feel anyway. Man, I can't explain the feeling. I feel so bad because he literally wasn't doing nothing. I mean, he was watching them march me out. Once we locked in, I get to hollering through the door. I'm like, shout. He like, yeah, man. I'm like, bro, because every time you get locked up, you have a 72-hour hearing. That's pretty much going to determine what's going to happen. I'm like, bro, we go to the hearing, bro. But most of the time, you get it the next day. Sometimes you get that hearing the same day. I said, man, we go to the hearing, bro. I'm going to set you free. He like, all right, bro. I can hear him like he's so depressed because it's the same situation with him. They might let him go, but he ain't going to go back to the same dorm. I done got him locked up for no reason, all this kind of shit. I'm like, dang, man, we sitting in the hole. It's just, I'm sitting there feeling awful, bro. So, like the next day, they came and got us for the 72-hour hearing. I remember it was the fat captain who's the judge. He asked me what was going on. I told him exactly what was going on. They were my phone. And then I told him, I was like, look, the young man I came in with, man, he absolutely didn't know I was trying to handle the phone so that I ain't get caught with it. He didn't know it was coming and it failed, man. I said, he ain't had nothing to do with it, Captain. He looked at me. He like, you sure? I'm like, Captain. I'm like, bro, both of us can't have the phone. I'm like, you know what I mean? I was trying to get to him so I wouldn't get caught with it. But he ain't know, you know, he ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm like, he ain't try to get it or nothing. That's why I fell on the floor. He like, all right. So I go back to my cell. Hot boy come and have his hearing. I'm waiting by the door. Hot boy come out. I'm like, so what they say? They were like, man, they said they gonna let me go back. And he ain't really sound that happy, you know what I mean? But sure as shit stink, later on that day, they came and got him. They took him back to the dorm. They took him back to the same dorm, back to the same bunk. So, but now, I only did maybe like 10, 12 days in the hole. 10, 12 days in the hole, they let me come right back out to the same dorm. But see, back then, cell phones weren't heard of in the chain gang, is what we call it. And especially not touchscreen phones and iPhones. If you did have something, it was like a flip phone or a tracfone or something, or like a Walmart, something like that. It wasn't nothing expensive. But an expensive phone like that, you can end up paying, $500-$600 for it. I mean, an inexpensive phone, you can end up paying $500-$600 for it. So yeah, man, I just wanted to tell y'all about that time where I got my homeboy locked up, but I went in there and told the judge, and I ended up got him freed, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll be back to y'all. I'll be back to see y'all with another one in a little bit. This me and my homeboy, Hot Boy, at my warehouse. He was working with me. As you can see, I ain't had nothing in there yet. Come on, bro, that's your neighbor. Y'all be fucking fade to fade. That's right, hey.
Fire the blood up.
You love her? I'm finna fire the blood up, bro. You love her, bro? Bro, you love her? Bro, you love her?
Bro, you be talking about
I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah, I love her, bro, yeah.
Oh, now you are, so you gonna do it like that, my nigga. I'm saying straight up, all right, all bullshit aside. You love your girlfriend. You love your girlfriend. I love mine. I love my girl. You know I love my girlfriend, bro. It ain't no... This nigga here. You know I love my girlfriend.
It's serious,
bro. Did you love your girlfriend? How you feel about her?
Damn, bro.
You die? You'll die for her, bro. You jump in front of the bullet?
Yeah. Sure.
You jump in front of the car?
Yeah, sure would.
See, you goddamn, bro. Come on, we almost at a minute. Tell me for real how you feel about your girlfriend, bro. Just tell me what you were just saying.
What I was just saying.
Oh, come on,
I love her.
That's your baby? For real?
Yeah, man.
That's your baby?
Man, you serious?